You guys, as I'm filming this, it's so crazy to think about this. I'm about to be unemployed. I quit my job and I have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Kate. I'm a locums physician and I post locums content and talk about my life in medicine. If you're new here, subscribe. Please follow along because I'm trying to be more consistent with this YouTube game. Whoa, excuse my face because I cried a lot today. It was a very emotional day as I am wrapping up my time at my current assignment. I've been at this assignment for almost a year and a half now. I started this as a locums gig that I just kept extending because I really developed a strong connection with my patients. I really enjoy the work that I do, and in the middle of moving and switching states actually, and that's a big part of why I obviously am not going to work here anymore. But deeper than that, I did actually bounce the idea of doing this gig as a locums gig, a travels locums gig, just because I love my patients so much and I really enjoyed my time doing the work that I do. And unfortunately, due to some events that unfolded, I decided that that wasn't the best way to move forward. I think so many times we talk about, when you're in residency especially, I think we get so used to working in a certain atmosphere and just like putting up with certain work environments, and I found myself doing the same thing as an attending, which is so crazy. I think that we almost get conditioned to put up with certain things. We get conditioned to get paid minimal for our work, so many other things we get conditioned to put up with, and I found myself in that loophole and I didn't want it to continue. I think it's so important to break out of and unlearn some of the things that we learned during our training to sustain a healthy, not just lifestyle, but a healthy mind, a healthy body. I think that when we stay in environments that aren't serving us or that are not allowing us to grow, it's important to leave. And so without getting into too many details, that's a big part of why I left. Now, most of this assignment was amazing and I loved it. And I think the part that really, really is important to highlight is that a big part of why I'm not continuing is the move cross country. But because it was so awesome and the patients are so great, the work I did was so great, I did consider traveling for it. But either way, today is my last day and it's so important. I thought it was so important for me to make this video right now because I want to reflect on everything and really just give a recap of this experience before it leaves my mind. When you like go through something and someone asks you like, can you tell the story again? And like by the third time or like by the third month, you've forgotten how it felt. And so it's important for me to really capture this moment. So yeah, I quit my job and I'm gonna be unemployed for the next God knows how long. For anyone who's been following me for a longer time, you know that I have been in a position before that I didn't have a job for like 6 months after residency. I was working like here and there doing other work, but I didn't have like a full-time job for months. And I'm kind of back in that boat, and it's interesting because it's that time of year again. It's currently June, and so it's when people are graduating and moving, so it's like this is almost the same time I had the break after residency, so I'm really excited to have that again. I don't know what's next. I just know that today I have movers coming in about 20 minutes and I have to pack up and get ready for that. But yeah, I just wanted to reflect, and I think most importantly, I wanted to make this video obviously to document my journey, but also for anyone who's watching this who is a new doctor or just wants tips for their first job. I've learned so much and I want to share a couple things. Number one, I think especially for all physicians, but especially for female physicians, please like honor your boundaries and keep a respectable boundary with everyone at work. I think going into this first job, as my first job, I was kind of naive and was so friendly and wanted to be so approachable, and I think we don't talk enough about how that does come with its downsides. So please find a balance between friendly, approachable, but also respectable boundary and respectable distance with other people. And the second thing is, I think that when it comes to working in any environment, there's always ups and downs, but please, 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 like, be honest and true to yourself. I think that we don't talk enough about how far that goes, and I can confidently say after this experience and after the last few months closing out this assignment, I'm just happy that I stuck to who I was. And you know, while of course kind of toning back on the friendliness and the talkative nature that I have, I think my integrity and honesty served well. And this is like sounding so vague, and I'm so sorry. I just don't want to expose anyone or anything beyond what's necessary, but I think it's important to put this message out there without, you know, going into too much about the specifics. But I say this to say, in summary, I had a great time, and I think that I want whoever's watching this to know that it's important not to be hard on yourself with your first job. Learn from it, learn from every bad experience, and learn from good experiences too, but grow from the experiences, you know. Don't think that just because you're at a residency and you're attending that things will be fine. And I think so often we expect like a change so quickly, but I think that part of being a physician is always growing and knowing that we learn, and because attending hood is a new science almost, you kind of start over and learn from that stage in life. And so learn, your first job is for you to learn, for you to grow and become better. And so I think having that expectation, being realistic when you go into it, is so important. So yeah, don't be hard on yourself, take it easy, but take those things that I said into consideration, because I think if you really like think about it, and even though there's vague advice, I think it will serve you well no matter what situation you're in. Now I also just wanted to show you guys and document these things I got from my lovely staff. Some roses, a card from another amazing coworker of mine, a little teddy bear dog, and my patient. So my patients are amazing, like just amazing. And one patient actually like made me homemade food on my last day. I was so like grateful. I had that for lunch today. It was so good. And then one patient dropped this off. This is like a little teddy bear. I think it's like a Valentine's Day teddy bear, but who cares? It's so cute. And I will keep these things forever. And I have like a cake in the back seat, and yeah, just so many memories and so many like good things that happened that I think outweighed the bad. But I'm just also very excited to take what I've learned and take this experience to my next job. Probably gonna still do locums, so stick around and see where I end up. And right now I'm gonna go get ready for a move, and I'll be doing my best to document that as well. So subscribe and follow me if you haven't already, because I promise you there's always something happening on this side. Bye.